Welcome to this channel. In this video, I will show you exactly how to solve the problem of you filling a contact form on your website, but it is not sending the email to your email recipient inbox. So example, when someone comes to fill a form on this site, I am supposed to, if I submit the form, for example, I'm supposed to receive it on my email inbox. That is my business email. That shows that someone has filled and submitted a form. But sometimes you'll be filling and submitting the form and it's not going through. Let me show you a typical example. If you come, I'm using Forminator contact form. You could be using Forminator contact form 7 or any other type of form. But let me show you this. As you see here, I've sent several messages. I sent 27 of them. And out of the 27, only the last 3 have been received at the email. And it's because I have now been able to solve the problem. When it wasn't solved yet, it wasn't being received. But now I have solved it and it's being received. And let me show you how exactly it looks like. Now, when you come to my email inbox, this is the business email inbox. You see contact form 27, 26, and 25. Those are the last 3. Those ones have been received, but the previous ones, or they were not being received by the email, I could only see them in WordPress, but I wasn't seeing them in the email. Now, what exactly was causing the problem and how was I able to solve it? I will show you exactly how it happened. Okay. Now, if you come to, so currently, this is my email inbox. Now, what happens is that when someone sends a form from your email, it comes through WordPress to your email. When they send a message or they fill a form and submit, it goes through, it's WordPress that will send it to your email. And so what happens is that depending on whichever hosting provider you are using for your website, the email configuration settings are not properly done. That is why the email is not being sent. Or in other words, the mail provider for your email service is seeing the message probably as a spam, is seeing the message as spam, or is seeing it it's suspicious, it sees it as a suspicious email. So it blocks the email from being delivered to your business email inbox. So how do you solve it? There are several ways to solve it. I will take you through a step-by-step process. And I believe if you follow this process very well, you are going to get a solution to the problem that you are facing. Before I continue, let me let you know that there are 2 types of emails. I mean, there are 2 types of business emails, and this one, you cannot use normal Gmail for it. I advise you to go and get a business email if you want this to work for you. Now, how do you get a business email? It depends. But if you want to get an email that will be hosted in your cPanel, you just come to your cPanel and then you see, let me just show you something here. Okay, so you see email here. When you come here, you can click here. You see, you can create email accounts here, and all these emails you create will be hosted by your hosting provider. However, we also have private emails. So this is how the private email look like. My own like this, I'm using private email. So as you see here, we have private email. The private email, this one is not hosted by my hosting provider. Okay, it is hosted by a different company or a third party. Now, let's go back to WordPress. So to solve this problem, first of all, know whether your email is being hosted. You have to create a business email and try to understand whether that email that you're using is hosted on your hosting provider for your website or is hosted on a third party. Or in other words, we call that one private email. Now, after you've determined that, come here and then go to plugins. So go to install, go to add new plugin. I want to click on add new plugin. So go to add new plugin. Now we're going to use a plugin we call SMTP. That is Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, so that it will help to deliver the message in our email, the message that is submitted on our website to the email inbox. So you come here and type SMTP, and then you search for it. Now, when you search for SMTP, there are many SMTP plugins. The most popular one is what? WMail SMTP by wpforms. Then we also have Post SMTP, we have Fluent SMTP. All these are SMTP plugins. However, we need just one to let this work. So this is the one I used and it worked for me. So I also recommend for you to use this one. So you click on install, and after you install it, you activate it. Now my own is activated. Now after it is activated, you come to the list of installed plugins. So when you come to the list of installed plugins, look for your this is it. This is WMail SMTP. So you click on settings. So when you go to settings, you will be asked whether you want which of the mailer providers you want to use. All these are ones you can use. However, I will advise you come and choose other SMTP. When you choose other SMTP, when you come here, you'll be asked SMTP host. The SMTP host is where your email is hosted. My email is hosted on mail.privateemail.com. So this is for private emails. For example, if you are using Namecheap email service, but you're using private email and not the one hosted on cPanel, then you have to use mail.privateemail.com, mail.privateemail.com. However, if you are using an email that is hosted on your domain, that is on your cPanel, in that case, you put your website URL here. Take notice of this and don't make a mistake, because if you don't put the correct information here, it will not go well for you. It will not work. So my own is a private email, so that's why I put it. If your own is hosted on cPanel, put your website URL. That's the domain. Now after that, here will be none by default. So choose SSL. That is your encryption method. And I don't know, most website, the encryption method is SSL. However, if your own is TLS, also you can choose that one. Normally, when you go to your hosting and you go to your hosting, you check information, or you go to manage your hosting information, you will see whether you have SSL or you are having TLS. But most people will have this. Now, after you choose this, when you come here, you put 465. Okay. Alternatively, you can choose the TLS and choose this figure. Let me show you. If you choose the TLS, you have to choose 587. That is if you choose the TLS. Yeah, so you see, we have SSL being 465 and TLS, or this one, being 587. Now, if you click on the TLS, it will change the figure automatically for you. Then you turn auto TLS on. Then come here, the email that you are sending the message to that is not being received. Come and put that email username here and click on the password. You put the email password here. After you are done, if you are sure you put the correct password for your email and the correct username, or the username for that particular email or that email address, just put that email address. After that, you click on save settings. After you save the settings, come and do this. To find out whether what you have done is going to work properly or it will not work, scroll down and come to tools. When you get to tools, click on, you see send email to. So come here and put the email that you want the message to be sent to. Then you click on send email. You are going to test. We are testing to see whether it is working or not. So you click on send. So as you can see, it says the test email might have sent, but its deliverability should be improved. Yes, and it says success. The SPF record required by your SMTP server is up and working correctly. So it means the email has been sent correctly. Now, when you send the email, if the email is sent properly, it means that if they send a message to you, or when someone submit a form on your website, you should receive it. So sometimes it takes time for the email to arrive, but let me check whether it has come or not. As you can see, the email is already there. It has just come and it says WP mail SMTP This. So this one is the test. So it has just arrived. So once the test email comes, it means that your problem has been solved. Now, there are some of you, you will do all this and you will still see that the problem is not solved. If the problem is not solved after doing this, wait for some 30 minutes. If it is still not solved, come and do this additional settings. Come to your cPanel. Okay, come to your cPanel. When you get to your cPanel, when you go to your cPanel, you see email routing. So click on email routing, and then you will see if your email is hosted on the cPanel, it should be local mail exchanger. However, if your email is being managed by a third party, like my own, the way my own is a private email, choose remote mail exchanger. If you don't choose the correct thing here, or the correct whatever you choose here, if it is the wrong thing, then it will not work for you. So when you choose the correct one, you click on change in case you are changing. Now, if you do all that, I want you to leave a comment in the comment section whether this solution worked for you or not. If this solution does not work for you, you can leave your comments. If it works for you, leave your comments. If it doesn't work, leave your comments. And if it does not work, you can follow the WhatsApp or Telegram link in the description of this video to contact me, and I will provide help or support for you to get your problem solved. I also have we charge affordable prices to go with you to have a Zoom meeting with you to solve the problem step by step. If you also want us to design your website for you, we do that as well. If you also want us to do your digital marketing, Facebook, Instagram, and Google Ads, we do that one too as well. We're very professional services, and we give you excellent services across the globe, from Ghana to the US to Canada to India to Pakistan to Bangladesh to Europe. Almost all parts of the world, we have worked for people, and we've given them excellent service, and we will do the same for you. Thank you once again, and see you in the next video. Bye.